All right, aloha. Welcome to our Big Island Spectacular for the 26th of June. We're just going to get going here in just a moment, but I got to give you guys a quick safety video or safety briefing since you didn't see the safety video. First thing is a seatbelt. You probably all got to watch how that works. It's a little bit like a baby seat or a race car. You twist in the middle, the whole thing comes undone, and we exit the aircraft, go out and forward, never behind the aircraft. How do you get out? Car door, pretty much. They open like car doors up front with the handle. In the back, they slide like a minivan. And always just remember that rule with the helicopter. Exit out and in front, don't go behind. No smoking on board the flight, fire extinguisher up front, and a first aid kit in the back. We do have air sickness bags and briefing cards available for you guys. Take a moment to locate. And in the event of a water landing, highly unlikely, but we would make our approach to the water after our landing and stop the rotor blades from spinning. Then we would swim clear of the aircraft. The last thing we do is inflate our life jackets. That's pretty much it. Any questions?
Nope.
Alrighty. We're going to grab our clearance here and we will be on our way. I'm going to switch off the microphones. That's normal for all departures. We'll have those back on once we're airborne. Welcome aboard.
You just say the words and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away.
You got it.
This transmission is coming to you.
Bond. James Bond.
Well, as promised, microphones will come on. Here we go. Ready for the conversation. You guys are going to talk to me, right? No sitting there in silence all flight long. We're going to all talk here. It's going to be a nice, fun afternoon. Makes it a lot more fun when I get to hear from you guys. Don't forget to clear your ears when we climb and descend. Yawning works pretty good. I even feel it a little bit already. Also, I do talk on other frequencies throughout the flight. I'm always listening to a couple of frequencies, sometimes talking, and when I do, I won't hear you guys. So it's often that I'll be talking and then I'll make a pause to make a call on another frequency, and that's exactly when you ask a question and I miss the whole thing. So I don't want to miss any questions. I'm afraid that you aren't going to ask enough. That's how it goes. So if you do ask a question and you don't get an answer, please repeat. You might have to wait about 20 seconds.
You've even got a few windmills start up in your direction too, huh?
Say it one more time.
Windmills right in front of us.
We do, yep. That's a brand new wind farm, and I haven't seen a rotor turn yet. I don't know if they have the transmissions locked. Well, they are still doing quite a bit of work up there. So it might be just waiting for that to happen.
We've got them all around the state of Wyoming now. Hundreds of them.
And actually, state of Hawaii has hundreds of them as well. Out here, not too many, really. We have 16 that have been active for a while now up there on the northwestern corner of the island, and another 16 at South Point. And this is pretty much the newest addition. They are planning on launching some sort of a kite from straight up the hill there on the right, like right about where the cloud line is, on our maybe 2:30 to 3 o'clock. That's going to go up and catch the wind that funnels through between Mauna Kea and Kohala, which is right in front of us. And then that'll send power down a cable. And I've never heard of this before, but apparently we're going to have one of those up there soon, like in the next year, I guess. We also do geothermal here because we have active volcanoes, as I intend to prove to you this afternoon. The most active volcano in the world is here on the Big Island. It's Kilauea. It's on the opposite side of where we are, and it's the second part of our flight today. Today we're going to go start out here in the Kohala, which is the oldest part of the volcano. This is no longer active. We do have 5 volcanoes on the Big Island. And this one coming up here in front of us is about 120,000 years since the last eruption. It's about 1 million years old in total. Hawaii High Harbor on the left. So the last lava was 120,000 years ago, and you can see over time some vegetation picking up. This is actually greener than it has been, and greener than it typically is because of El Nino, we think. A little bit more extra water than typical this time of year. And normally, though, it's very straw-colored, and that's because we're on the leeward side of the island. Anybody heard the difference between windward and leeward?
Yes.
Yes. Even the Tetons, actually, prime example of a rain shadow effect. So Tetons, or I come from Oregon originally. We've got the Cascades are great. And you go to the east side of the Cascades, it's really dry. And you drive across the same mountain range on the west side because the west winds dominate that part of latitude. That's all very, very wet. So it's the same thing here on a miniature scale. We're in the classic rain shadow looking down the coastline. This is the driest coastline on the island. Somewhere around 3 to 7 inches leeward. Windward equivalent, 40 miles off our right, up to 300 inches. 3 inches versus 300 annually. So that's extremes. But actually the annual average is 250. So it will get somewhere between 250 and 300 inches annually at the Hakalau, in the Hakalau rainforest. Pretty amazing.
Is this a natural tree line in front of us, or is that man-made?
That's a man-made. There's a road right there, Highway 250. The 250 cuts across from, if you look straight off our 3 o'clock there, that's Waimea Town. You come out of Waimea, you continue up in front of us, and then go over the hill here, and that is Hawi, that's what it's called, town of Hawi, a little town out there. You can also drive the coastline off our left, which incidentally is the Ironman bicycle route.
Was it the Ironman today?
Not today, actually. Nope, we do have a, what's happening? A marathon is happening today. One of our pilots is running it. Ironman actually started here.
Is it always cloudy up here?
I'm sorry?
Is it always cloudy?
Not always. No, it just depends. It's often cloudy. So it's often cloudy on the right side of the aircraft when we're facing this way, and not cloudy on the left side. And that's that windward-leeward effect. So windward, what's happening is all of the moisture that's been evaporated off the ocean is coming onshore and forced to climb up the hill. When it does, what was once a liquid became a gas, becomes a liquid again. Water condenses as it cools, and it rains. By the time the air gets over the top, we can see this right in front of us, the clouds just dissipate because there's no moisture left. All the rain fell out. The air expands and heads down the